I'm going to make another video for 2K16. We are playing against the Miami Heat now for this team. And I am on the Cleveland team. Okay, let's see if I can win one game.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be.
Smith checked in for Fry. Roberson comes in for James. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Miami, Barnes, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Dang comes in for Winslow. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Matt Barnes is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Udrih in at the point. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Udrih, the pass to Bosh. The feed to Barnes. And Udrih kicks to Bosh. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. Bosh has got his second basket of the game.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Now the dish to Roberson. Back to Smith. Screen by Smith. Smith with a screen on Wade. And it's Smith missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And that one falls for Dang. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Down low, Cowan, and he gets it to go. So it's Miami now. They trail by 1. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed. But
Okay, I'm going to come right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's get back into this game.
they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Come on, Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Miami with a change here, too. Lights checked in. Shumpert dishes to Freak. Fires from 18. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Wade gets the bucket.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
From 12 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Udrih. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Swiped it away. Shumpert. The shot is off. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Smith checked in for Thompson. Roberson comes in for Channing Frye. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for Clarkson. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Barnes comes in for Wright. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Udrih. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Barnes. And it's Deng in at the 3, the small forward. 5 on the clock. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Chris Bosh.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
From the sideline, let's catch
Come
up
on,
with
LeBron.
Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks wasn't happy with how he played. He ended with 7 points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well.
Let's give good
The
passes.
iron was
Come on,
quite
guys.
unkind to him as shot after shot ricocheted off the rim. He'll be looking to have a much better time out this contest, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for him to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
The Heat trail by 9. Rockets the pass to Wade. The 3. No good from Bosh.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
The better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Roberson. It's got the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight. Dragic kicks to Barnes. Dragic with a wide open look. Second chance shot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Freaking
And with the time
darn it!
left, they
My
still
passing
can
is
go
better
2
now.
for
Come
1.
on.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Heat trail by 6.
I dare you try to drive on LeBron, dude. I dare you to. It's not gonna be pretty, is
Left to
it?
the wing. Bosh.
Yeah,
that's
you
the
better
2.
pass that
And it's
ball.
Miami with another.
Boy, I
LeBron
really love
James
the way
talking about,
Dragic
dude.
spreads that ball around.
And we're through the first.
Kevin, I'm here.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Roberson comes in for Channing Frye. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Miami, Wright, he's checked in for Bosh. Bang comes in for Winslow. And Udrih in for Goran Dragic. Freak in at point guard. Roberson is out there with LeBron James. And it's Smith. And it's Smith in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Both free throws good from Wade. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. LeBron dishes to Smith. Back to James. Beyond the arc. And again, LeBron missing.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
Smith inside, working on Stoudemire. Smith sets the pick for Smith. Off the pick. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 6th assist on the night. Wade outside. Out to the right wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Dishes to Robertson. Here's Freak. No good. And it's Miami the other way. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and immediately it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. The drive by James.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc.
The Cavaliers. Channing Fries checked in for Jason Smith. Smith comes in for James. And Freak subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Heat, Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Wright comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Miami. Look at who they got
From
out there.
the arc,
They got Dragic.
82 to
Wright is out
63,
there
and
with
we're
Denny.
winning right
Then
now.
there's Chris Bosh. And it's Barnes in at the shooting guard position. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Dude, you're gonna come in the key and try to get up on me? I'm 6'3", dude. Don't even try it. Come on. There you go.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Don't mess with the guy who knows how to play this game so well.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Outside, Dragic. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So, it's a great game. We went down to the wire, and we gave
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without LeBron James.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in the arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively.